Hello, welcome. This is Sports This Morning. We're broadcasting live from Channels TV Sports Center in Lagos, Nigeria. I'm Austin Konakman.
Good morning and welcome. I'm Cecilia Amogbe.
It's great to have you join us on the show. I'm Taya Salam.
Okay, let's get started with Season 8 of the Channels National Kids Cup. We told you yesterday, 4 days to go today. 3 more days on Saturday. We're expected to begin the Season 8 of the Channels National Kids Cup. Kids expected to arrive Friday. Saturday screening and registration, and Sunday will be showtime.
Yeah, definitely. And of course, in the Nigerian Professional Football League, we will be analyzing match day 18. And of course, the big one yesterday was actually the fact that, well, Shooting Stars were able to shut down Abia Warriors by 2-0. So Shooting, they are back to winning ways.
Yes, and there was a very important win for Ikorodu United against Warrior Wolves. Any kind of win would do for Ikorodu United at this point in time. Also on the show, goals from Kevin Gamero and Koke as they help Sevilla clinch back-to-back Europa League titles with a 3-1 win over Liverpool in Wednesday's final. And because of that, their dominance of this particular competition, there's been a lot of talk about rechristening the name of the competition. So we've come up unofficially today with the UEFA Sevilla League.
That's what it is. 5 Europa League titles, yes. 3 in a row, and look at how they did it last night. They made it look so easy. And when you go a goal down and then you come back, you play with ease and go on to win. That just tells a story. I think they should start considering officially the UEFA Sevilla League. They love this competition. Wow. And come on, they will go to the Champions League. Not that they will be woeful, but they will give the sort of performance you expect. And then they go to the Europa and then become dominant, win it, and qualify again for the Champions League. Sevilla loves this competition.
Yeah, I think Coach Unai Emery, after the game, he was saying something like the fans, the club love this competition. They love it so much. So they said, he said something that we want it so much that we found it, and we're very happy about that. And it's our competition, and we are the champions once again. Now, for a coach to actually come out and say that, it shows that, well, look, Champions League is supposed to be an opportunity for some clubs to grow. But for him, I mean, they were actually in the group, Manchester City, Juve, that was the group they were in. I was thinking, okay, Sevilla, they got in by winning the Europa League and all that. They can try to at least get out of that group. But what happened? They were sent to Europa, and again, they came up with winning the title. They just love this competition.
After story scored a sweet goal. I mean, a goal that you expect would push Liverpool all the way. It still wasn't enough.
Yeah, it wasn't enough. I mean, let's be honest here. The first half definitely was all about Liverpool. They were the better side, and you thought they could have had more than 1 goal, but it wasn't meant to be. Second half, I thought Unai Emery, did what he had to do. Apparently, I'd actually like to be in the dressing room to see what he actually said to the players, for them to react that way in the second half, because the second half was a totally different Sevilla we saw. They were very masterful, and they got those 3 goals from Gamero and Koke, and Liverpool just went, they just capitulated totally, and they couldn't recover, and Jurgen Klopp has been giving excuses for that. There's a young team, it's the first final. Remember, they were in the Carling Cup final as well, to where they lost to Manchester City. Yeah, so for them to lose another final against Sevilla after being, after being on the front foot, I think it's going to be very disappointing for the team as a whole.
And for the fans, I think what happened, Liverpool, their time they could have just nailed that game in that first half. That aspect where Sturridge was actually offside position, and of course the goal didn't stand and everything. Maybe that's actually down their morale. But I was expecting a coach like Jurgen Klopp, who knows how to motivate players and all that. Because remember before the game, he says, now when he came in, the team were having this deflated ego. By the end of the day, he was able to motivate them. They now believed in themselves. Now, coming into the game in the second half, I don't know what he gave them. Some people were actually saying mid-laxative or something. But at the end of the day, their performance in the second half was actually woeful. Koke had all the free time to actually do what he knows how to do best. Scoring 2 goals in the space of 6 minutes. I mean, the 17 seconds goal they also conceded beginning of the second half. It shows that they came into that second half thinking we are ahead. We can definitely take it away from here, but they just couldn't do that at all. Maybe, as the coach has said, they needed it more. They love the competition. It's something they always want. That's why when they get into the Champions League, play 2 games, drop to Europa, and win Europa. They needed it more because no, you are not in the Champions, because that's what it seems. You're not in the Champions League sport. They know that. Same with Liverpool.
Exactly.
This was what Liverpool needed to get into the Champions League again.
It's a question of motivation.
That's the thing. So they were more motivated than Liverpool.
No,
because
that shouldn't be the case, though.
It's like you know that this is right before me. You're chasing 2 things, right? You're chasing a trophy this season. You're also chasing the Champions League spot. So you should know that. Having that feeling at the back of your mind, it should actually have motivated you. Just give your 91% all through the game.
Yeah, I don't think
they didn't do that at all. In the second half, they didn't act like they actually needed that game to get into the Champions League
they fell apart like a deck of cards. There's not 2 ways about that one. But I don't think they were not motivated enough. I don't think that was the issue. They just played against a side that was more inspired and then a side that was more masterful than them in the second half. And they couldn't handle it. And that was it. That's why they lost the game. I don't think professional players are going to a final and they're not 100% motivated.
Particularly for Jurgen Klopp that has lost about 5 finals before that match.
Just check the second half. The performance was woeful.
Yeah, it was shambolic. Yeah, there's no doubt about it.
I was like, is this the same Liverpool who played in the first half? So what happened between that time?
You guys are trying to understand what's going on. It's because Sevilla own.
That's it. That's the easy answer, right?
They own the Europa League, and that's the champions. Let's just take reactions from that game. Sevilla, they're champions again of the UEFA Europa League. We've called the UEFA Sevilla League. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
The first goal of Sevilla had big influence on our game. In this moment we lost faith in our style of play. We changed from passing simple and quick and slow and complicated. Lost our formation. It's not compact anymore. We have a few moments where we maybe overperformed, where we were unbelievably great. The boys showed what they are capable of, but then to have this consistent in the game, you need a little bit more time maybe. They're still young. The players' first big final, unfortunately the second final of the season, but first big final, and we will use this experience together, and then someday everybody will say Basel was a very decisive moment for the wonderful future of Liverpool FC. We will carry on, I will carry on, and I will be in another final, and then you will tell me you lost your last 5 finals. I'm prepared, will be prepared for this moment. So I'm not sure that I have a good answer, but you can believe I will try with all I have to reach the next final, even when I know that you can lose it. So it's like it is. There are more bigger problems in life, but in this moment, to be honest, it doesn't feel like this. It's really hard.
Okay, Liverpool manager Jurgen Klopp, guys, he's not a happy guy right now. First half, did you see the way he was sprinting to the dressing room? I'm like, come on, Klopp is Klopp is fired up for points, man. You know, he didn't know what was coming. And this is Sevilla's title anytime, any day. 5 titles now, Europa League, and 3 in a row. You can't stop them right now.
Definitely, and you can't even blame Jurgen Klopp. Check what happened when he was with Borussia Dortmund in 2013, right? He lost the Champions League final to Bayern Munich. He lost the German Cup twice, 2014, 2015. That's 3 with Borussia Dortmund. Now with Liverpool, I mean, they capped 1 cup, you know, to Manchester City. And of course, this one right now, just a space of how many years? Like 3 years now, you've lost 5 finals.
What do you call that? Is it ill luck? Is it bad luck? Is
unlucky club.
Yeah, unlucky club.
I know.
I think
unlucky.
It reminds us that he has some quality. That's why he's getting to the final.
No, it's not just getting to the final. At least 5
you don't want to be known.
You don't want to be known for that. You heard him saying that if you ask him again, he's been to 5 finals. He knows what's going to be his action. He also still work hard to get to another final.
Because at the end of the day, no one remembers who came second. It's usually who has the trophy. And for Jurgen Klopp, he'll be very disappointed, and you can understand why. And there's only the coach can't do a lot. I mean, he can't get on the pitch and and start defending properly for Moreno and the likes.
Okay, now I think it just.
I want to take away.
I think I actually know what Emery must have told his players, like, okay, look at Moreno, he's very slow. Utilize that link.
And surprisingly,
I think maybe that was what he must have told them.
Yeah, surprisingly.
Yeah, that's the job of a coach, is to, recognize the weakness in your opponent and exploit it.
Exploit that position, and
perhaps that's why
maybe.
But
give it to Kolo Toure. I mean, he
it was
played
surprisingly
his best
fast.
game.
That's what I was saying. That I didn't
It was
believe.
even faster than the so-called Moreno.
Yeah, well, it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah,
Somebody
35. I mean, that was wonderful. The tackles he made, the clearances and everything.
Africa a good representation.
Yeah, he did. But that just wasn't enough.
Yeah, you just wish he could have gone all the way to win. So
Okay.
that's it. Sevilla, they're making records. They've won the Europa League for a record 5th time, and they're 3rd in a row. Another country is set to make records. Officials from the World Records, they are in Chile. You know why? That country, they are set to play a football match for 5 days straight. Guys, I don't know what's going on, but everyone just wants to make records. They're attempting to play a football match for over 5 days, where soccer fanatics hope to play for a solid 120 hours.
Okay, now that effort is going to include a combination of professionals, amateur players, and all that. Expected participants is going to be around 3,000.
Wow.
Okay, now, I'm wondering. Playing 2 halves of 60 minutes.
Yeah, very interesting to see. The officials are there already.
Yeah, so
they're
let's see
on
if we
ground.
can break it.
I mean, I've played for 1 day straight before. I don't know. Yeah, yes, I have.
did.
I have played for 1 day straight before, but these guys are taking
What's
it to,
wrong with you? They
to,
go ahead
to
to-
a different level. I mean, 5 days in a row is going to take a lot, but then apparently they're well prepared for it, and they have their strategies and all.
But you played
all
football
the game
24
plan.
hours.
I did,
I was going to go back to that. You think I'll leave that
Yeah,
go?
but
They started on Tuesday, because the records be wrapped up on
Actually
Sunday.
did, man.
We'll just wait to see if they can actually do
hard
that.
breaks in between.
So each player will have to play 1 hour. You played for a whole day.
Yeah,
Okay, but
with
here,
breaks in between. Yeah, so yeah, it is possible. It's achievable.
at least the player will
I
have to
love
be on the
this.
pitch for at least 1 hour.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah, I think they'll do it.
They'll be playing 2 hours of 60 minutes with each player on the pitch for at least an hour. Wow. Chile hopes to beat the 2015 record currently held by, surprise, surprise, Scotland.
Scotland, yeah.
Scotland played for 105 hours. Wow. So they are hoping to go 120 hours of non-stop football for 5 days.
We'll see how it's going to happen. On Sunday, we'll just wait if they are able to
we'll
get
know.
that
Counting
record.
down with them, right?
Yeah, we'll know. If they say, oh, we're tired, what's up?
I think they recruited, very well. They have
yeah.
enough players, that can make this happen.
Yeah, they have players over the age from 16 years and above, men and women, 3,000. That's great. So maybe they can
So
do it.
when
We'll see how it hands up.
let them make the record, then we bring them to Mushin and see guys play football for 7 days. So go ahead to Chile, get your record, and then we'll come to Nigeria. Let's smash the record. So that's what we can do.
I'll say quickly before we just move on. UEFA finally they've set the date
right.
for the elective Congress. That's going to be on September the 14th. And finally, we get to get a replacement for Michel Platini. I mean, it looks like we're going to get closure on this particular matter.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, September 14th, that's when it's going to be. But another question you're going to ask is, who are the candidates and who will be fit? Because right now, that touchlight is on everyone who has any leafy cockroach in his or cupboard.
Yeah,
That's right, because that
it is open.
That office right now has a lot of eyes.
Yes.
And if you come in as the UEFA president, it's a big role, but come on, Europe has done so much for football. I think they have a lot of guys that are capable enough to lead. But right now, they watch what is the integrity.
Exactly.
Because everybody needs to do what they can to get back the reputation of international football and bring sponsors into it. Particularly the Euros just come. The Euros will now be a redefining process for Europe, and then when they have their new president, to be time to get to work.
Now that you've mentioned it, we're just going. That's something very interesting that was actually discussed during this presser was the UEFA actually saying they need clarification on whether Michel Platini can attend Euro 2016. And I'm wondering to myself, what clarification do you need? It's been banned from all football-related activities
For 4 years.
But they're saying they need clarification from FIFA.
They
I
said
don't
he
get that
actually
part.
scored the first goal of the
Yeah, you can understand the
tournament, and of
sentimental
course, the
attachment.
sentiment is that they just want him
Frenchman
to appear
as well.
not as a football person, but maybe as an
a
ordinary,
fan.
as a fan.
Platini gets
he can
there,
attend
it
as a
becomes
fan.
a story. The moment you go there, Cecilia, to cover England versus France game, and you see Platini,
the focus is going to be on him. He's still the show.
But wait. I think I get what they're saying now in terms of the clarification.
Yes, of course.
Can't you just go and watch as
a fan?
Yeah,
That's what
Why
they
not?
want.
Why not?
Because
all football-related activities, right? He won't handle anything.
In official capacity.
Exactly, but he can actually go there and watch. I think that's what they want.
Because they're just saying that this guy can influence him. Watch out, Michel Platini.